Well, hey, folks, I don't know about you, but I couldn't sleep a wink last night as I replayed the disturbing rhetoric and images from primetime media and social media influencers who are sensationalizing what they portray as blood evidence shown on the mattresses of those University of Idaho college students. Personally, I don't believe that Moscow Police Department would be so insensitive as to remove the evidence and openly transport it so the public could see it. And then it struck me, what if things weren't as they appeared? Well, thanks for tuning into Profiling Evil on this special edition on the Moscow, Idaho murder investigation of those 4 college students who were brutally killed 2 months ago. Now, the media and social influencers went wild in the last 48 hours as images of law enforcement officers removing the mattresses where the 4 victims died became center stage. Now, as we take a minute to talk about this, I hope you'll stop long enough to pause and hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get our notifications. And to be transparent, we at Profiling Evil want to grow just like every other channel. So it's a little weird that I'm talking about this, but we feel like it has to be done responsibly and as accurately and respectfully as possible. So to those of you who choose to support us, thank you so much. Your subscriptions, your kind donations, and your insights are deeply appreciated. Now let's talk about this issue that's kept me awake all night, perhaps even you. On Friday morning of this week, just a day after Brian Kohberger was charged with 4 counts of capital murder, police were seen entering and removing evidence from the crime scene. This comes just days after that same Idaho court ordered police to stand down and not remove or clean up that crime scene. Now, Brian Kohberger's defense team properly argued that they wanted a chance to view the crime scene evidence firsthand before it was completely cleaned and stuff moved out. Since then, it appears that Kohberger's team has accomplished that. They've been in the house and spent quite a deal of time there. They were observed photographing and looking throughout the property. When police started hauling out those mattresses, we all presumed those were from the places that those beautiful college students died, and the internet exploded. Well, I'm going to show you some video and photographs that have appeared on social media influencing channels and the mainstream media news stations. And I believe some of them, in all right, need to be credited to Fox, Court TV, the Daily Mail, and a few others. And if I missed someone who photographed the images, let me know, and I'll credit you as part of this reaction video that I'm creating. Now, in these videos, we can see law enforcement officers arriving and entering the residence, and it's difficult to tell what they're carrying, although it's pretty clear to me that one of them is carrying an electric screwdriver toolkit, ratchet wrench device where they can go in and start disassembling some of the furniture in the home so they can haul it off. Now, I'm theorizing, based on the size of the package this other officer's holding, the kind of plastic it's in, that perhaps, and we're going to see in the next video a slide of them carrying out the mattresses, but I'm theorizing that this is carrying the pristine new white mattress covers that they're going to haul the mattresses out on. Let's watch this. Well, in the next short video, we're going to see officers loading the mattresses into the trucks. And I believe only one of the trucks has a truck bed cover, so the rest is going to leave that evidence visible. Now, note the time of day as the officers arrive, because we see the camera kind of looking into the sun as people are arriving. It's fairly early in the day, and the sun is casting shadows in different directions. At the end of the videos, we're going to see as police are leaving the area that the shadows are entirely different areas. And this is where I'm starting to have some problems with the video and imagery that suggests these are bloodstains showing through. And boy, I could be absolutely off base on this, and it could be exactly that. We know that there's going to be bloodstains on those mattresses if that's where these students were murdered. So that's not a question. It's whether they would be so insensitive as to make them visible to the public. Let's watch. Hey everybody, it's Mike from Profiling Evil. I've been studying criminal behavior for more than 40 years, and one of my favorite research tools is Truth Finder. It's online, and you're not going to believe the information stored there. So if you want to know more about that new neighbor, your babysitter, or your next online date, give Truth Finder a try. I'm including a link below with special discount pricing. You got to click the link to get it, and then enter EVIL10 at checkout. We're an affiliate, which means we get a small commission, enough to buy a small Diet Dr. Pepper, but you can cancel at any time. Thanks for listening today. Then all of a sudden, with this information, mainstream media, social influencers release photographs with statements suggesting that the blood can be seen. One statement read, quote, "Large, dark stains that resembled pools of dried blood were visible on the mattresses that were covered by white plastic wrappings," close quote. Well, I'm going to ask you the question. I want to replay this little piece of video of the mattresses being loaded in the vehicles, followed by the vehicles driving away sometime later. And then I'm going to put it into slow motion, and I'm going to zoom in on the mattresses. And I just want to leave something for each of you to consider as you determine in your own mind whether law enforcement truly did allow bloodstained mattresses to be visible to the public, or if this might have been a sensational, misleading story. Let's watch. Well, during the loading of those mattresses into the trucks, it's evident that many other items, including furniture, boxes, bags, were also placed on top of the mattresses, which were the first thing to be loaded. Now, it's possible, in my opinion, that a bag could have been placed on the ground before loading and gotten wet. Again, think of all the moisture that's been going on up there. It could have been that something came off the roof as they were loading on. And it's possible that as that bag with water on it was being loaded into the vehicle, that it touched that sheet, because we see that covering in different kinds of light where it doesn't look wet at all, and there it looks wet, or we're seeing the transfer of blood through it. And again, I don't believe that's the case. And my other question is it possible that shadows being created by the change of sun or the direction that the camera is filming from created what in fact became a spun out version that we could see blood through the covering? Pay close attention during the replay, and I'm slowing down the video again, and tell me if you can see how pristine the covers look when they're placed in when these mattresses are placed in the trucks, and how pristine they seem to remain looking when the trucks move from the shadows to open lighting, especially when you see one of these News Nation clips where they are a little overexposed, so maybe we've lost some of that. Is it possible that the lighting and the shadows created from the angle of the sun may have distorted what we then created in our minds, maybe influenced by social media or by mainstream media, that was an example of the blood showing through? I just don't really believe that the Moscow Police Department would allow such a gruesome sight to be visible to the public. And I hope that they took great care in first sealing and protecting those mattresses before they placed them inside of a protective covering for shipment, exposed to the elements as they drove away. And that by protecting those mattresses, that really the color variations we're seeing are simply figments of our imagination, our mind playing tricks on us because of the shadows. Now, I wonder, are they bloodstains? Which, again, undoubtedly exist on those mattresses. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to see at the trial stage blood on the mattresses, and that would be consistent with this idea. But instead, I think in this case, it's fleeting shadows that are creating a whole bunch of opportunity for reckless, sensational theories. So that's all I got to say on the matter, folks, and I'm really interested what your thoughts are on this. Again, I could be completely off base, and I'm looking to you, the greater true crime community, to share your opinions and your thoughts. How do you see it? Enter your comments down below, and let's take some time to read each other's comments, respond to each other, and let's explore this issue together. I hope you're enjoying Profiling Evil and that you're taking time to hit that like and subscribe button. that you're joining our ranks. And if you haven't done so, folks, please visit our website at profilingevil.com and make sure you're signing up for our digital newsletter, the B.O.L.O. It stands for Be on the Lookout. We send it out a couple of times a year, and it includes some interesting facts. And every once in a while, we throw some really nice promotions for you out there. Don't forget, also, we're never going to share your information with anyone. So when you send your email address to have that emailed to you, it's going to stay secure and never sold to anybody. And don't forget, sign up for the Academy channel memberships. We're going to be releasing 16 new videos in the next couple of weeks, and they're only going to be available to those of you who have signed up for the Academy channel membership. It's only $4.99 a month, and it's a great way for you to support us financially, and we really do appreciate it, folks. And for those of you who can't afford it, just hang in there. In April, we'll release all the videos to everybody else. And if you like this podcast, folks, please consider listening to our audio version on your favorite podcast platform. Just look for Profiling Evil. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you soon at the next crime scene.